Hey everyone, Chase the Stick figure here, and this is a video I have been wanting to make for a very long time, and something I wanted to let out. And it's finally time to speak up. What I am going to be talking about is the VYOND community. And this video will be explaining why this community is possibly the worst community I have ever dealt with. And I am going to be explaining my very long story of what I have experienced in this community, and what I have been going through in this community. So, with all introduction out of the way, let's get this show on the road, get this out of the way, and get down to business. So, back in the old days, I was a very big fan of the GOANIMATOR site and animations, and believe it or not, I actually discovered it all the way back in 2011. And crazy thing is, I started using GOANIMATOR before I started using YouTube. I started using GOANIMATOR in 2012, and started my first YouTube channel in 2013. And yes, the very first videos on my first YouTube channel was GOANIMATOR videos, and when I created this current channel I am still using in 2014, I still use GOANIMATOR. So, when I took a 1.5 year break from this channel, that's when I left GOANIMATOR, when it was now called VYOND. And when I came back to this channel in 2019, I only made a few VYOND videos, and then, in June 2020, that's when I rejoined the VYOND community. And well, to be honest, I highly regretted rejoining the VYOND community, because all the things I am about to tell you is why this would become the worst community I have seen. And I also regret saying that the community was a healthy and good community, when it later turned out to be the opposite. So, the main problem I have in this community is that it is very strict enforcing, mainly due to the fact that when they take people way too seriously, just because they did something bad, whether it's something bad or really bad, mostly with the really bad stuff, they will lash out on that person and try to cancel that person. But the people who did very bad stuff get treated horribly, and get falsely hated, all because of what they did was quote-unquote serious, even if they improved. They will still get treated horribly. The people who did stuff the VYOND community consider serious, when they should know that the person never wants anything to do with it. And also, they will tell viewers to not support that person, which is straight up annoying and bullshit, and it also counts as bashing opinions and taking support away. Like, come on, the person at least needs some support, as long as they improve, and never do that stuff again, and want nothing to do with their past anymore. And the reason why I am bringing this up is because this happened to a lot of people, all because they did something they think is serious, and saying they can't be trusted. Saying they don't deserve support, taking them too seriously, not ignoring them, and even at times bully the person. This happened to Jonah's amazing 2004, Jetta Sweets, Sam the Flying Blue Demon, Kaiju King Legend, Sarah Splits 18, Charmy B, Nick Cheesy, and this even happened to me. All that stuff happened to us all, because of our pasts and the way we act, and they even attacked and bullied us, mostly the bully himself, Malachi Johnson. They accused my friend Jonah of being a criminal, and accused my friend Jetta of being a pedophile, because he dated someone younger than her. I understand that it is wrong. And I get that it is illegal, and is a crime, but Jetta and Sam did not know their ages, and this caused me to get scared, and made a slight mistake, by saying it was fine and not bad. And I deeply regret saying that it was not illegal when it really was, and I should have done something better, and I am very sorry for doing that, and I later understood that it was. But ever since that, people were accusing her of being a pedo, and tried to cancel her over that, and Jetta is a very sensitive person just like me, and she has rights not to handle drama, and she also does not even need to handle hate and criticism, which we will get to later, and Jetta did not mean to do that, and that's it. And also, to what Jonah went through, since I used to be his enemy, but nowadays is his friend, he went through a lot in the community, which is why he is taking a long break. He got severely hated all, because of the stuff he has done, and he has been through enough, because of people going after them, and dislike bombed his videos. And to this day, they are still going after him to this day, and this is why he is taking a very long break from YouTube until he feels like returning. This also happens to my other friends as well, like Sam, all because he sent threats to people which he regret, Charmy all because of stuff which I won't get into, Kaiju because he supports and defends them, Sarah all because of a role play, Nick C all because of his behavior, and others all because they date fictional OCs and characters. And that is another thing I am gonna get to, people criticizing people when they portray fictional characters as their friends and date them. Like they would say crap about me, and my friends dating fictional OCs and characters, including me dating Jenny. The VYOND community would falsely criticize us for that. And it's quote unquote, because we are choosing to date them instead of dating a real girlfriend. You people in the VYOND community have a problem with that? Fucking deal with it, because it's our choice. Although I do have friends who do have real lovers, that still does not mean that you would date us all because we date OCs. Another thing I cannot stand about the VYOND community is that they force people to handle hate and criticism. Now, I am a very sensitive person, so I don't have to handle hate. But the VYOND community literally thinks it's the fucking law to handle hate, and they will force people to handle it when you do not want to. And they will also use criticism as an excuse in many retarded ways, mainly when my enemy Pink Legion 420 used this excuse a lot. And back to the first thing, the only thing I can agree on of people not being trusted is when they blew up a lot of chances. Such as Caleb the PPG Fan 2007, Rainboy 107, and the one I consider the one I took the longest time to hate, Yankee Dude 5000. Yes, I do hate Yankee Dude now. But there are some bad people in the community I can also agree that they are bad, such as Ethan Davis, Emmanuel Thomas, Ronnie Zamora, Science World Cartoon, Darren Pipster, etc. So, when my hate phase came back on June 2021, that's when I permanently left the VYOND community and moved to the rapper offline community, because it's a bit more safer. So, as of right now, the only people in the community I do get along with are Jonah, Hayden Friedrich, Xander, even though Xander has not been active that much, and a few others. But, when I left, I did end up meeting some new friends, such as Jetta, Sam, Luigi Girl 12, MR Jawbone, Kaiju, Charmy, Nick Cheesy, even Joe, even though Joe is bad nowadays. So, that's basically all I have to say about why I hate this community, and why it's the worst community I have dealt with. More toxic than the Cars community, the commentary community, the Banana Splits community, the Willy's Wonderland community, the Star Wars community, the Craft community, etc. Well, that's all I have to say in this video. I am so glad I was able to talk about this deep down, so, I gotta go now, so see you all in the next video.